Hey, I'm Mrs. Haley. Welcome to Desktop Publishing. If you're asking yourself, what is desktop publishing? What is it? It's basically graphic design. When you see movie posters or t-shirts or sale signage, menus in a restaurant, that's graphic design. In this class, we're going to use Adobe Illustrator to create designs, and you're going to learn what good design is versus just hot messes. And you're going to learn how to use those design skills that I'm teaching you to make some money. Oh yeah. And this class is self-paced and mastery-based. It's a little bit different, and I want to kind of explain how it works. So first of all, it's self-paced. If you miss a day, no big deal. You can get the exact same instruction as you would have had if you had been here because of videos like the one that you're watching now. If you want to work ahead because you understand everything that we're doing and you pass the mastery check and you want to go to the next lesson, that's fine too. You don't have to wait for the whole class to be where you're at in order to move ahead. We're going to be doing most of our work on our classroom computers because they hold the software that we use and it doesn't work on Chromebooks. However, a ton of our work is going to be completely available to you on your phone or a tablet or your Chromebook. It's just really those projects that you're going to need to be doing on our classroom computers. And while you're there, you might as well use mine, right? They don't need to be charged because they're plugged in. All right. Another difference that you're going to notice is that there's not going to be a lot of lecturing, me standing in front of the whole class talking forever. Instead, all of your instruction is going to come in short videos like this one right now that you're watching. And the great thing about that is if you miss a day, you're not missing the instruction. You get the exact same instruction that you would have had if you'd been there. And you can rewatch it, you can pause it, you can rewind it. It is just kind of like lets you do things at your own pace. You can speed me up if I'm talking too slow, or you can slow me down. I can add subtitles to my videos so that if you need those, you've got them. While everybody's working on our classroom computers, I'm going to be going one-on-one with students, making sure that everybody is staying on pace and on task. We can have small group discussions, like if a whole group of students gets to the end of a unit and then they're ready to create something, we can have a small group where we learn how to use the equipment to create things. So it gives us a lot more freedom to for everybody to be doing all of the things all at once. Every unit is going to be broken into lessons. So you're going to see in our classroom modules, and each module is going to represent a unit, which is just a topic we're learning about. And every lesson within that topic is just going to be a small chunk of learning that is all about that one topic. And within those lessons, you're going to have checks for understanding, so that you'll be able to tell whether or not you really understood something or you're ready for the mastery checks or not. You have to pass those mastery checks in order to move to the next lesson. If you don't pass them with an 80% or higher, you have to go backwards a little bit and review some stuff and then come reattempt it. But you can reattempt those mastery checks as many times as you need to. The good news is it means that you're going to have a B or higher in my class if you do all the work. If you need any extra help, or if you're really stuck and you cannot get past a mastery check, you need to partner with me and I am glad to help you. So our assignments are all going to be classified as either learn, practice, or explore. Learning, you should not be graded while you're learning something you've never done before, but you will be scored. So when you do a learning assignment, there are checks for understanding built in. Questions with a video or an article, whatever it is that you're using to learn, I'm going to question you and make sure you understood it. Make sure that you reviewed it. If you score poorly on that, it's not going to be a grade in the gradebook. It's just a signal to you that you need to go and reread or rewatch whatever that learning material was. The practice assignments are what they are. They are practice. They're optional. You don't have to do them. However, they're going to help you to pass those mastery checks. And the reason I make them optional is because not everybody learns the same way, and sometimes you have prior knowledge that you brought into my class. You already understand something. You don't need to practice it 100 times because you know it. You can just move on to that mastery check get your 80% or higher, and move on. The explore assignments, those are the fun things. After you've done a lesson, after you've passed the mastery check, throughout my units, I have explore assignments, and these let you use those skills to create something. And it's almost always something tangible that you can touch and take home, including stickers, decals, posters, signage, t-shirts, all of those things. You just have to pass those mastery checks to get to them, and then you can do them. So whenever you get into my digital classroom in my Canvas course, you're going to see modules, and I have set them up so that you have to work from top to bottom. I put everything in the order that you need to see it, that you need to learn it in order to succeed. So I need you to go through them in that order, and you're kind of forced to. So you'll see the first thing in the module will be opened up. You have to click it, and you have to do whatever it tells you to do in order to open up the next thing in the assignment. You can't just randomly pick from our modules. You have to go in the order that I have set everything up. But it's better that way, I promise. And if you don't pass a mastery check, you can try again. You can ask me for help. Notes are totally optional. Those are practice assignments. The great thing about notes is you can take them however you want to. You can use the digital template that I provide for you and just fill it out. You can use notebook paper. You can type them into the notes app on your phone. However you want to do it, you can even write it on notebook paper. Notes are for you. And from time to time, if we have any kind of a graded assignment, you can use your notes. So if you take notes, it's not for nothing. You can use them on assessments, because I want you to take the notes. All right, that is all I have for you for this video. If you'll stay tuned for part 2, we'll learn a little bit more about this class and how it works.